We are back on the Ducati today after our seal install the other day. So we've got the new seal on and it's pretty strong, okay? Trying to it's too noisy. I've got a new seat. Trying to put the seal on, so I've just put on some WD-40 silicone lubricant on top of the seal to get it moving because it's pretty tight, and I could probably do another pair of hands for this, but I'm on my own, so be it. This is as scary as it looks. I'm making up a little bar and I'm going to try and push the tank from the back, but let's try and not destroy the paint, and let's see how this goes. A little something, a little leverage, because the tang's in at the front, but you can see how high it is. It's half a bolt hole off at the back, not even half a bolt hole. We could get it in, but it would definitely try and cross thread itself. Come on, follow me, follow me. No singing. The one thing not allowed on this is any singing. Okay, remember that. No fucking singing. Okay, if you hear me singing, cancelled. Alright, so pull this out of the rubber grommet. See how close we are. We are like, in the Scottish vernacular, we could say we're a bohier off. So we go like this, and then let's try and see. Oh, there we go. There we go. Like a glove. You anchor. Okay. In the hole. Want to tighten. Let's have a little look-see. That doesn't feel right. No, we good? I don't think so. We're in. That's nice. And that doesn't really feel great, nor look great. It's not connected up. What are you doing all the way down there, camera? This shouldn't be so difficult. So, we are on, we're not connected down there. We are just, we're just on to see, to line it up, because it was quite difficult. That little bar there has done the trick. The seal looks excellent, okay? Let's have a little spin around the workshop. You can see the new seal is pretty high. It sits well off of there now, which I've read is normal with the new seal, but I think we should be getting an excellent sealing. It could still be tidied up a little bit, but seems a lot better. We got the front fairing on. Where are we going here? We got the front fairing on. Now also the screen I have ordered a new screen because the screen is hideous. The screen is rank. This is the screen that was on it. Okay, old, grey, definitely does not suit it. So I have ordered a screen in the same colours as the lights, and we shall, come on, we shall put that screen on and see how it works. It'll be here in a week or so, but it's getting there. Oh, what am I doing with this camera? It's getting there. It's definitely tightening up a little bit. Okay, so we've got this fairings down from upstairs. One thing I'm going to say about my painter, right? He's a good painter. He's an old boy, but he loves to wrap things up really well. Okay, which is a double-edged sword, because he wraps things like brilliant, all bubble wrap, everything, always good wrap job, right? However, one problem is he's often a little bit too keen on wrapping stuff, getting out the door and getting paid. So even though I'm not coming to pick it up straight away, I'm always late as fuck to go and get things from him. But it's terrible for putting bubble wrap on too early and you unpacking things and there's fucking bubble wrap marks on it. Like, are you for real? You just have to do it again. But this bike, no, he didn't do that. So no, I've not found any yet so far. And this one he's used what's like a really nice, some kind of foam. Who knows where he stole this from? But it's a pretty thorough job, and like, you pay for that. In Spain, painting is, it's not even hit and miss. Like, you get a painter here and their idea of painting here is, I painted the bumpers on my girlfriend's Golf and my black Audi 80 competition myself with a rattle can a few weeks ago, and honestly those bumpers look better just with a rattle can done myself in the garage than almost all the paint jobs I ever see here. Like, you go to like Cars and Coffee and car things and stuff here, and yeah, you can't fault people, like, it's their pride and joy, it's their car and stuff, and they've probably paid somebody not good money to paint it, right? People are always like, oh yeah, I got my car painted for 800 euros. It's like, bro, the materials to paint a car isn't 800 euros, right? So, especially not now, paint's bloody expensive. So, like, what are you getting for that? And like the swirls, the fish eyes, not the swirls, but the fish eyes, the runs, the orange peel, like, it's the runs, but the runs are just like hilarious. How people can send out cars, it's like they paint it and don't even look at it, do you know what I mean? It's like how people can send out cars in the kind of conditions they do here is beyond me for painters. Right, I want a little lint-free cloth here. Take a little trip down the workshop. Oh, still waiting on BMW bits, still waiting on Land Rover bits. Oh, we sent them today. Oh, what a miracle. That's amazing, you sent them today. How come? Right, I've been waiting 3 weeks for them. And today, the one day I phone you, it's the day you sent them. Wow. What a coincidence. Maybe there are no coincidences. Aye. So I've got this nice little lint-free cloth and we can have a look at it. I'll show you this paint because it's pretty nice. Come on. I really don't understand how this camera works. I'll show you in a second. Let's just wipe this dust off of this. Okay. Oh, you detailers out there, don't worry that on wipe. This is like super fleecy, and this is just dust. You have to lubricate it before you wipe it. I know you should lubricate it before you wipe it, but this is really fine dust, and this cloth is super plush. Now this is really the first time I've ever. This bike was painted years ago, at least a year ago. And this is me just unpacking it and actually having a look at it. It's not been down the list of things to do, but it's not been top of the list of things to do. It's still not top of the list of things to do. It's just doing it because we have absolutely no parts for anything else. Okay, that's kind of got the dust off. First thing I can see is that these rivets, there's 2 panels. Okay, let's go here. These 2 panels haven't been separated and painted separately, but I'm not going to fight with them over that. Look at the dust. Look at the dust. But for Spanish paint jobs, as Spanish paint jobs go, I'll take this. That'll do. Looks good now. Looks real good. Now, question, do these have mesh behind them? Because there's no mesh now, and it kind of looks like they should have, mesh behind them. We shall have a look at that and see if we have to install some mesh on there. Maybe. What side is this even? This looks like it's this side. I'm guessing here. I am 100% guessing here. Yes. Yes? Or no? Is it be on that side like that? Or is it going? You confuse an idiot. Let's have a look on this side. Yes, that looks like that goes there. No, it doesn't go there like that. Okay. Maybe it goes. People are going to be screaming at the screen. What the fuck is this idiot doing? It looks to me like it goes that way. Can you hear my neighbours? Probably not. I can. I always can. Would that go down that pipe there? And in there like that. Okay. We got it. We got it. We have got it. I worked it out. Great success. But that's the other side. So let's go and get what we. I thought I was running out of table space there, but I have an E36 shaped table in the background. That car shouldn't be a table for too much longer. It's just getting things on the lift. I'm just begrudge starting anything before I get that blue BMW down out of the way, because it shouldn't be fucked, right? And it's just another job that you give to a mechanic and they fucking wreck, right? 2 times you've done the head gasket on it. Oh, they swore it wasn't the head gasket the first time, and it definitely was. And then they did it, and then as soon as I fucking drive it one time, is it fixed? Yeah, yeah, it's fixed, yeah. Drive it home, park the car, both, the radiator explodes. It's like, clearly not fixed. So then it's just like, right, no more giving cars to other people to do, because what happens, like, just things just don't get fixed. But that's not even the case. They took it to bits again, and then it's like, no, give me it back, because it's like, I'm not going through this again with yous, because every time you give stuff to people, it just doesn't come back. I have a red BMW also, and the same garage that fucked that, fucked it also. The again head gasket, and the bolts on the rocker arms were so tight, the rocker arms wouldn't move. Yeah. And they couldn't get it timed, and they just like, they gave it back to me, it's perfect. And you're like, this is not right. So I eventually found somebody else to do it. I gave it to them, and they're like, this rocker arm bolts are tight. They had it for 6 weeks to do that, right? Obviously, everything takes forever. And then I go to pick it up, and there's like some noise coming from it, and the engine is like rocking like crazy. And they're like, it's perfect. I was like, it's not perfect, it's a 6-cylinder BMW, it should be like smooth. And it's like, the whole engine's shaking, the whole car's shaking, idling at 1200. It's like, knock the idle down to 700, and it's like, it's still not timed right. But there's like a and he's like, it's just an escape from the exhaust. And I was like, this doesn't sound like that. It sounds like it's in the bottom end. And they're like, no, take it, it's fine. And I was like, no, you have to fix it. And there's nothing else we can do to it. And I was like, there's still something not right. Find out what's wrong with it. And they're like, we don't think there's anything wrong with it. There's definitely something wrong with it. So it's now back at my house waiting again for space on the lift. And I'm going to have to start going through that as well, because this is, like I say, this is just no more giving cars to other people to fix, because why? We have this place, right? This place we had full-time mechanic here, but he's just, I'm not going to say anything, but he broke everything. Also another one that just broke everything, couldn't fix anything. Like, that car was the bits for a year for him, just trying to rewire it. And he's like, oh yeah, expert electrician. Not an expert electrician. The fuel lines, right? The fuel lines, I don't know how long he's working on the fuel system. Oh, we need this and this and this and this. He ran the fuel lines from the surge tank, through the rear firewall, from the boot, over the seat, past the tank where you go down the floor, in between the driver's seat and passenger seat, basically where my thigh is, and then out through the bulkhead into the engine. And it's like, what is that? And he's like, that's the fuel lines. I was like, you can't run them right beside my leg in the car, you have to go under the car. No, they have to go here, this is how they go. This is not how they go. And then just arguing with me, this is how they go. Like blue, till he's blue in the face, arguing about where the fuel lines should go. And it's like, do you work here? And they're like, no, we can't do it like that, it has to be done like this. And it's like, okay, see you later, like, you're a goner. Like, another one just cannot deal with all this constant. Would you look at this? What on earth is going on here? Like, how do you get things back from places? You know, you're talking good about the painter, right? The painter's good, right? So you get things back from the painter and they look like that. Just look at this, right? This is actually the first time I've opened this up. How does that happen? Do you know what I mean? It's like, what planet do we live in? Where like, he's sanded that all down and then just left it. Like, see what I mean about Spain? I don't know, it seems like it's me that makes the stuff up. Like, everything is just one thing after another here, right? But how does... She's talking good about the guy, oh, he does a good job. And then you get things like, he's paid for it. If that is paid, you know what I mean? It's like, how could you pack that up? How could you pack that away and put that in? Do you know what I mean? And then it's got like dots of... like with the pinholes in it. I really do not understand what goes on with people in this country. Like, how every time you try and do something, it's like you're just waiting for parts and indefinitely. The shipping here, like things get to here and they just stay in the shipping bit forever. And then you never get to the workshop. And then this, you pay for things to get done. This is what I'm saying. This is exactly what I am sick of. It's like you're just paying for things to get done and nothing ever gets done. So like this proves really well the point of this channel is just like never pay anybody to do anything, never again, because what happens? Like you get like this shit, you get that shit, you get that shit. Like, you're better off, obviously, you have too many cars, right? That's the main problem, right? Is having far too many cars. But why employ people or why pay people to do things when everything they do is shit, right? I'm not perfect, right? And then I can blame myself if it's done shittily, right? But like, nobody's under a time constraint. There's no like, we need this done tomorrow. Like, I had that bike for a year and then it sat here for a year. Nobody was rushing them at any point in time to do it. Do it in your leisure, do it when you can. Yeah, that was the deal. Yeah, no problem. Takes a year to do it, no problem. The guy that worked on this, yeah, he used to work here, he used to work in all the cars. And it's like, yeah, just do, like, there's no rush, there's always something that works, except there's barely ever any time that anything works, because he just like gives up on things, can't get it to work, giving up on things, or puts things back together, and is for months trying to do the head gasket in a BMW, and then as soon as you drive it, it explodes again. Like this thing, it had an air leak, right? It had like there was something in the vacuum system, and he's like, it's the spark plugs, it's the what do you call it? Coil packs, it's this. For months he couldn't get it fixed right. It's like blah 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 blah. Not island. It's going blah 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 blah. And I was like, it's a vacuum leak. And he's like, no, I changed all the vacuum hoses. I did everything. I did all the vacuum hoses. And then you come down to it, and it's like, well, what about this from the ABS? Where it's disconnected, the ABS is disconnected. What about this hose here? And it's like, boom, idle perfectly. And he was like, how many months he's trying to get it to idle? This Land Rover here could not get it to idle for months and months and months and months. No, it wasn't even that he couldn't get it to idle. It was so rattly. Right? And he's like, oh, it's the bulkhead's loose, or like the wings are loose, and he's going through all the engine mounts and everything. And then once he was gone, it's like he just turned it idle, and in idles, and all the vibration is gone. And like he took the handbrake to bits. I'm waiting for bits for the handbrake. He took the handbrake to bits, and for months and months and months and months, waiting for bits for the handbrake, You got two new springs for the handbrake. And then they turned up, and then I got rid of them like a couple of days later. So I got to the box for all the bits of the handbrake car. It's like, there's nothing there for the handbrake. The little balls that go into the adjuster, the pistons that go in the adjuster, one of them, no ball, the 3 clamps that hold the adjusters in. All you got is the 2 springs. He had got like a third of the bits he needed for it, right? And it's like, everything is like that. I fixed more in 2 months since he's been gone than he's had in a year. So, anyway, can't really get this down. Do you know what I mean? It's like, you made your own bed, fucking lie in it, John. What we're going to do now is we're going to have to look at how we're going to do this paint. What are we going to do to this paint? I have a polisher. It looks like it's pretty roughly sanded, but I do have some discs there. Some 4,000 and 5,000 discs. I have some lacquer. I really don't want to have to lacquer it. Is that lacquer through the paint? I don't know. What the hell is... Anyway. What side is it? Can we just park it up against the wall? No. Right, we're going to have to sand that and try and polish it. We're trying, the sanding marks are terrible on it. I've got some fine 1,000 and 5,000 grit sandpaper. We're going to have to sand that, get it all uniform. And then, this is super porous. Look at all of these pinholes in the paint. Right? I guess that's what we're going to have to get sorted. Is, fucking hell, this paint is full of pinholes. Right? Okay. The question is, do we take it back to the painter and go, what the fuck is this all about? Or, because it's so porous, I can see millions of fucking pinholes in it. Right? That's just not going to do, is it? That takes a piss. Yeah. Well, I don't know if I'm going to sand it and try and fix the pinholes myself, or... Jesus, it was so difficult to get the bloody paint code to begin with. Okay. Interesting, isn't it? This is interesting. Okay. I'll see you later.